Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since my latest video, and I am terribly sorry for it. What happened? Basically, I went for 1 week on holiday. Nothing really terrible, but as it turns out, I always bring back home a sodding flu. Really, I can go to the north, bring home a flu. I can go to the south, I bring home a flu. I don't know why. Occasionally there are better presents to bring home, but it always turns out that way. It's really awful. Luckily, there haven't been any good projects out these last 3 weeks. Okay, there have been a few, and I actually baked for them as well. So this video is going to be a mix up of all 3 kind of segments I present on my channel. So we got reward time in here with the game currently in the background, Chivalry Medieval Warfare. I will tell you more about it a little bit later in this video. And we got boxview, the original one, with 2 projects in fact, as well as a 10-buck boxview about only 1 project. So please, as all the time before, go to the description if you want to skip onwards or just want to listen to some specific projects. If not, I will now start with the reward time. So let us begin with reward time and focus on Chivalry Medieval Warfare. It was really the best time when I brought out and sent out all the beta keys to the winners. Congratulations once again to them. Cause Torment Studios has fixed so far all bugs who have occurred with the server search, as well as you can now actually unlock weapons, which is one of the main parts. I mean, they claimed we are going to have over 60 unique weapons, and they are basically right. But still, I've played now many hours of it. Steam actually claims I've played about 12 hours. I guess it's only 10, cause I tend to tap out often, and when you die, you have to wait a few seconds, or actually more than just a few, about 10 up to 20 seconds before you get respawned. So I, well, wasted a lot of time with only waiting and not actually playing. Not that that is a bad thing. The other problem I had with the project, with the game so far, is it's extremely difficult. If you just have played only against bots, actually playing a real match, like, whoa, everybody seems to be so much stronger than you. I was really impressed by it. But as I am a selfish person, I'm not going to blame myself. I'm going to play the sodding game. It's too difficult, it's not good for new gamers, and all other players are just cheaters and hackers. There we go. Tick the box for blaming the video game. Felt. Another thing I would... anything else what I can say about the game, it's really good. It has some really fantastic game modes. Like I say, protect the peasants, protect their farms, or actually go and kill them. Protect the castles, go kill the king. It's really huge of the game modes. It's really fantastic. Reminds me a little bit of Wolfenstein, but I guess people who have already seen videos about Chivalry are aware of this fact. If you have not played Wolfenstein, well, I would say you missed out something. Coming now back, the game is actually coming out on October the 16th. You can pre-order the game for, it was 25 bucks. Well, it should pop up right now what the exact price is. And if you actually go to, well, pre-order it for $50 US, which is again a up price of 20, you get immediately access to the beta, which, well, it's nice to have. I mean, I guess you can easily wait 2 weeks more and then actually get a full price title for a really good game. Also, I think a comparison to War of the Roses would be a good idea to create something like that, but I have to admit I'm not going to do this, cause I'm aware of another YouTuber who is far more well known than I am is going to do this kind of type of videos. So if I'm going to do this, nobody will watch it. That's fact. So that's for the reward time. Just watch me failing in the background in this game to get an impression how difficult it is. And let's speak about actually projects I have baked for. And the first boxview project of today goes by the name of Sealark, a coming up adventure game, even though I'm still not sure if it's going to be an adventure at the end. What do I mean? Sealark is a game by a 2-man studio, no, not even a studio, they're just a group of people, which goes by the name of Clearwar and Flashy Godness. Clearwar, I hope I pronounce his name right, is basically doing the whole programming thingy, and Flashy Godness provides them with the music. Why did I choose Sealark? Well, it claims to be an adventure game, so you'll have adventure parts like puzzles and exploring stuff, but I think one of the most other parts which makes this game extremely interesting is actually you will have to catch a lot of fishes. Box. You may not going to say, you not really recommend a game where you actually have to catch fish. I do, I certainly do, and I would have to admit, I do despise those type of games as well. But look at this graphic! Isn't this game absolutely adorable? Oh my god. Make other games about fish in this pixel kind of graphic style and I probably would think twice about it if I'm not. I do like this game. Also, stuff I do like about it is it has, besides of actually the puzzle elements and the adventure stuff, you will have to fight huge bosses. And the whole setting is rather open world. There are many characters you can meet, you can talk to, you can become friends, and also there's a little love story if you so desire, and actually looking for dating simulation stuff. What I don't like about the game is I don't know what it wants to be at the end. No, it really offers several types of different stuff, like an open world, like different characters you can meet, like the fishing and adventure part, but for me it's not clear what at the end want this game to be. Is it's not always only an adventure stuff like you would know a Sherlock Holmes title is some kind of adventure. It is Ponia. It doesn't go on only the line down. It really is more other stuff, so I'm not sure what is going to be the gimmick. Because of all the parts they have claimed to be in the game, at least 3 or 4 will only be gimmick. So will it be gimmick? Will be the adventure part the gimmick? Will be the fishing part the gimmick? Will be the open world the gimmick? I don't know. I really don't know. So I am rather curious for what what I will get at the end for my dollars I've baked for this project, but I still think I would like to love it, whatever it's going to be. But just to make you guys sure that you're not only baking for an adventure game or even for an adventure game at the end. Talking about the project itself, it is currently at $42,683 US. It originally was looking for 5,000, so they have exceeded their goals, and by far they have exceeded all goals. They are currently sitting with 2,270 bakers, and there are only 7 days to go. This, as you might thought, for such a small amount they've been looking for only 5,000. All the high-level rewards are sold out. So you only can go for either 10, 15 or 20 US dollars, and I would say, well, go for the 10 ones, you get a probably good game. As long as you can deal with what you will get. As for what I can say, they have really reached all their goals. As I can say, there will be different kind of radio stations, well, no, to be honest, TV stations where people will talk about. I'm not sure that's going to end out, but it sounds like very fun. And as well, it will be for Windows, Mac and Linux. It has weather and news in it. And as they have hit over 30,000 US dollars, and they have to claim the project manager, awesome decision made. They said, okay, we have hit now over 30,000 US dollars. If we're now going to present you even more and more content for this game, we will not hold our delivery time. So this game should come out next summer, and if we're going to put all the money we currently get into this one game, we will not accomplish this. So we said, okay, the more you get us above 30,000 US dollars, we will make an expansion for the game, and that's already happening. Not sure what it's going to be, but hey, there you go. Myself is sitting in this game at 50 US dollars. I'm one of the very few who got one of those high level tier rewards. So my name will be provided in a TV station commercial kind of thing. I don't know what it is going to be, but hey, Corben is in the game, everything what counts. But let us go on with the next project. I will keep the next project now rather short. It goes by the name of Project Eternity. It's created by Obsidian Entertainment. Obsidian Entertainment is a rather huge game development company. They are responsible for games like Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, Fallout New Vegas, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and Neverwinter Nights. Also not so good games, at least in my opinion. Okay, they are all my opinion ones, like Alpha Protocol and Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale was just work for me. And games I've never played, like Southpaw, The Stick of the Through, and Planescape Torment, if that was right pronounced. I hate English language. But what do we now actually know about the game? Not really much. All what I could read out is that this is going to be a fantasy RPG in a new world created by Obsidian Entertainment. The view will be isometric, you will have different party members, and that's it. We don't know anything about the story whatsoever. We only can say, well, are they probably capable to do so? Yes, they are. I mean, they got the team members out of Baldur's Gate, of Icewind Dale, and Planescape. And why I even named those three ones, well, they want to actually take the best parts out of those games to create now Project Eternity, which is also a working title only. So, what do they want to... They want to actually get the companions and the exploration of the Baldur's Gate, the intense combat and dungeon dive of Icewind Dale, and the emotional writing and major thematic exploration of Planescape Torment. If I put this together, Baldur's Gate sounds for me awesome. Love the game. Icewind Dale, intense combat. It was very intensive. For me, it was like working in this game, so after I guess about 5 hours in the game, I was like, no, too much work, and abandoned it. And Planescape Torment, never played, no clue whatsoever. But I think they are capable to mix those three, well, IPs together to a great, awesome new IP, I hope so, which we're going to love. Speaking of the rewards, this game has been looking for $1.1 million US, is currently sitting at 2.39 millions, and there's still 9 days to go. They have risen over 53,537 bakers. And now what are they going to do? I mean, they have doubled already, they're exceeding goals, and the amount they have originally looked for, and they're now exceeding their goals. Now this sentence is correct, probably. And what I can say, yes, I think it's still worthwhile to bake for this game, cause the next kind of stuff, I mean, okay, let me just stop before what we already do have. We got new playable characters, we got Max and Linux support, we got new playable races, classes and companions, we got a player house, which I find absolutely amazing. The reason why I loved Neverwinter Nights, and I hope it goes away, that you had some kind of a fort which you could build up and make it even stronger. You had to make a lot of renovations, and also there was army parts, moral stuff, and it actually infected at the end the game. It was so amazing. I could build this little strategic element. I would love to see this for all RPGs. It makes things so amazing if you have to think a little bit behind the thing, and also have to know, hey, I got a place where I can every time go back home. Absolutely fantastic. What they also have now was new regions, factions, even more companions, as well as French, German and Spanish translations. Great, we Germans are for once not screwed. Well, okay, I'm Swiss, so I should not say that. And now what they're looking for next, oh wait a moment, they already got that, the 2.3 million one, was actually Expert Trial and Iron and Path of the Damned game mods, plus a godlike race. So more races and more difficulties. What is now next? 2.4 million, and they are only a fairly amount away. Crafting and entrenching will find its way to Project Eternity. So we get some of the most known MMO elements of it, if I just read through it. So that you will have to craft stuff together to then make those things crafting together again to get stuff which is otherwise not accessible without crafting. Made that sense now? Ah, that did make sense. And for 2.5 million, so another 100,000 more, you will get 2 more classes like the Barbarian and the Cypher. The Barbarian is probably clear. The Cypher is, well, Some kind of mix between wizard and priest, if I read it right. If you want to go as well. And now we really got to the probably the best thing. You know, 200,000 US dollars more. Let's say they are already at 2.4 million. We will get the so-called Adventures Hall, where we can create our own party, and those party will not only be guys you just can swap out with others. No, they will have their own personality and will also react on the gameplay. So like you would have your normal companions, but you just could create them by completely yourself. Let's imagine a Dragon Age, where you could create a little like you want to have her. Let's say a fat barbarian, for example, because that's just the thing what popped up. No, not going that way, not going that way. Myself is in for 1,000 US dollars, so I can go and create and design an NPC. I also will have 4 extra copies of Project Eternity, and I would love to give away on this channel. Problem is, it will be released in about 2 years, April 2014. As it turns out. For the rest of you, the rewards are good. Some of the better ones are already sold out, like the 20 US dollar one, which was the early baker one. Doomed. But recommendation for this one is probably the 25 US dollars. I mean, you're already sitting at 11,000 bakers, 11,229 to be exact. And that's it. Me done for this day. No, hold on, we got a project more, so let's go on with the third one. The last project of today goes by the name of Timber and Stone, a project by a one-man developer, Robert Reed. What is Timber and Stone? It's a coming up RTS voxel-based game, which did surprise me like hell, because there aren't really many games out there which actually uses voxels, because it's a very consuming engine, or let's say an element in general, you could use to program a game with it. Of course, normally then, game looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, let's just think of Outcasts back at these days. I mean, it was mind-blowing, but which computer could play it, right? Mine obviously couldn't. It didn't even start back that day. Oh god. I've played Outcasts many years later, but we're not here to talk about Outcasts. We talk about Timber and Stone. Why would I bake for an RTS game? Strategy-wise, it is more complexity than everything else what I've seen so far. Why? It really wants to be extremely deep. So, I guess you can make a comparison to Stronghold in that case. Even though he hasn't mentioned it, but it does remind me, not only a bit, but significant of Stronghold. So basically what it is, you are going to build your own village, you will have to raise an army, you will have to feed them with food, well, wow, you have to organize food, that's the way I want to go, you will have to cut wood, you will have to go mine. But what really makes this sim special is that, for example, if you want to have a knight usually needs as a resource an armor and probably armory or whatever, steel, iron, and then you click on your building and then you create it. Not in that case. If you want to have one knight, then your blacksmith has to smite first an armor as well as a sword, and for this one he also needs again iron out of mines, and those mines, they need workers, and those workers have to be fed as well as a blacksmith. And I think you see where the circle closes again. You have different kind of building types already, converted on like farmers as well as chicken roasts. Interesting for food and stuff. And the huger your city will be grown, the more attention it will have of enemies. So a necromancer can come by and say, okay guys, you have grown rather nice here, let's go and grab you. Souls, whatever. Also, if you dig too deep with your mines, you may find some monsters who are not pleasant about your introduction. And of course, what I also do like about the game is the graphic. Even though I have abandoned Minecraft since the adventure update, it still feels, if I look at the screen, it feels a little bit like coming home. Even though I would never ever play Minecraft again, because I basically have seen everything, and I'm to be honest, I also don't keep track of the current updates or what kind of bugs have been fixed. I really don't play it anymore, but I would love to see a strategy game in that kind of graphic. Even though, like I said, I'm not sure if voxel will be the right solution for it. And that's me done for 1 week. I hope I come back again on the general schedule next week with another great and fantastic project. Thank you for watching, and Cobox of the 3rd Gaming Division over and out.